Welcome everyone to this Custobar tutorial. Today in this tutorial we will discuss the SMS campaigns, both the manual campaigns and the automations. So let's get started with the step-by-step on how to create an SMS campaign from scratch. So first we will go to our campaign page and click a button Create Action, either up here in the corner or down here at the bottom. And here you can see that we have SMS, this is manual campaign, and SMS automations for the automated ones. Let's start with the manual. We'll call this one test. And we will create a folder called SMS to keep it nice and tidy. And let's pick that folder and click next to choose it. At this point, we can pick audience if we have already created it. But in our case, we will choose it later and click create. Now this takes us to the SMS content page. So to have this available, you need of course to have enabled the SMS feature, and also you need to have at least one template which has the SMS type. So if you need help with that, of course, please contact support@custobar.com and we can assist you. If you have more than one template, you will be able to choose between them here. And as you can see, in our settings, we have defined the sender name as Acme Company. So I can go ahead and start typing my content. As I'm typing my text here, I can see that the number of characters here is updated in real time. Please note that this is for information purpose, but special characters like these will count as more than one character. So these count here might not be exactly accurate. We're just trying to make the task simpler. This depends, of course, on the SMS dispatcher service, and they will charge differently for special characters. Again, in case of doubt, just contact support. Now, I could send these SMS, but please note that if you have enabled the two-way SMS, meaning that customers can reply to the SMS, the sender name will not be displayed here. Instead, a local phone number will be displayed so customers can reply to it. So in that case, it would be important to sign the body of the message so that they know who is contacting them. Also, with two-way SMS enabled, customers can reply directly to the SMS either with N or E to opt out from the SMS service at any point. Both of those answers are standard for Custobar, so the system will automatically handle the reply and act accordingly in terms of SMS permission. So those are standard answers, and of course, if you wanted to configure a custom answer, just let us know and we will do the work for you. Now that I have created my message, I see that it's the correct template. I could go ahead and save and exit. And this will take me to the content activation page where I can see my SMS the way it would be displayed. I can edit my audience or choose one if I have not done it yet. I can schedule to send immediately or at a specified date and time. I can remove customers who have been contacted a certain amount of time using this slider. I can track sales for a custom amount of time. I can add coupon codes, which I could do by adding placeholders in my content, such as code like this. This will replace this with a different coupon code for each customer. And of course, if I type first name like this, this will replace this placeholder with the first name of each customer individually. This is same with any other fields in Custobar. I will save and exit. And I can see here my message being previewed. So if I click here on the coupon code and choose my €5 coupons, they will replace one code for each. Of course, those are currently at 0, so in that case it would not work, but I could upload more and they would just start being consumed when the SMS are being sent. Also, if I wanted to, I could bypass marketing permission to contact all the customers in my audience regardless of their SMS permission. Finally, once the campaign is activated, I can track the results here in that page. Now let's have a look at automated campaigns. So it starts the same way. We create an action and choose the automation type. I will call it test 2. Click next, put it in my SMS folders as well. I can choose my audience later. Now you can see that the interface is slightly different. I still have my content, including the possibility to automatically add those placeholders just by clicking. As you can see, by clicking and typing, I fill up the content. Again, I have my characters count here, and I can choose directly the coupon codes that I will use in that list. And of course, if I wanted to, I could add more before I create the campaign, or I could use this option to define a fixed code that would be the same for all customers. For example, this could be summer 2019. And this would be the code that all SMS recipients would receive regardless of who they are. Now, here is our option of what would trigger the automation. So, of course, I could pick that when the customer is member of a specific audience, but I can also have this trigger on event. What's important to understand is that if we use the trigger on event, which could be any of the following, and of course custom events are possible as well, this would bypass, in a sense, the audience, whether it is selected at the beginning of the campaign or with that extra filtering. So that is very important to keep in mind. A trigger on event will bypass any audience filtering. As soon as the customer receives the appropriate event, with a caveat that I will address in a minute, that event will trigger the SMS regardless of what other criteria were selected. So this is something to keep in mind. This is one of two options, but both are not possible at the same time. The other option is send at a fixed date, a fixed hour of the day, and this can be combined with the customer belonging to a specific audience. Those work together, but these two do not. Now, let's say that I want my trigger on event for order shipped. I can still add some more to that by saving and choosing a precondition in that window. So here I am in my content and activation thumbnail, and I have this customer type. This is where preconditions are possible to add. So that is to say that I had my order shipped as the trigger, but I could add that this is only for registered customers or for customers without an email. That would be so that an order shipped email is sent to all customers, and those who do not have an email address or did not provide it, those would receive an SMS instead using this precondition. So this is one way to have multi-channel communication running as automations in the background. So you don't have to manually launch those campaigns every time you want to contact customers to warn them that their order has been shipped. Now, of course, I have this coupon code there, so I could do it here as well if I did not do it before. And here, as you can see, I have the same option selected as before, which is this hard code for all customers. It will be the same code for every one of them. I could bypass marketing permission, which is relevant in the case of an order shipped SMS. I want to notify my customer, but of course that is your choice ultimately. And then I can activate my campaign and let it run in the background and track my results. Now, that covers the basics for both SMS campaigns, manual and automation. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them at support@custobar.com, and please stay tuned for more tutorials.